This is how I'm about to need to get through this entire match. All of the alcohol.
Don't get it twisted, though. This is going to be a good match.
Gosh. Is it? Are we sure about that?
I'm fairly certain.
Okay, well, what's up, guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
I'm Robert Adams.
And we are here today for a two-parter. That means, like we've done before, this video is actually going to be done in...
Two parts.
Two parts.
Hence the name.
Yeah, so this first one is going to be the undercard match. We have Robert Meyer Burnett versus Tom Dagnino.
So, if you've seen lately, Dagnino's really been doing a good job stepping up and really, showing some good, performance as far as movie knowledge goes.
That's true. Especially if you're a patron, you can hop over on there and see an exhibition match that he plays that's all Rocky themed. He's actually really good at Rocky.
Yeah, he is. Along with his competitor in that, JTE.
Yeah, going head-to-head, those are both pretty good. I recommend checking it out.
Highly recommend that. And so I'm kind of eager to see how he performs in this match. While at the same time, we've got Robert Meyer Burnett, who we haven't really seen competing in a while.
No, but what we do know is that we know that these two have been the best of friends.
Oh, yeah, they're good buddies.
Yeah.
Absolutely friends to the end.
Yeah, like Buzz Lightyear and Woody or something like that.
They should actually play Thomas Newman's You've Got a Friend in Me.
Yeah, which I don't really actually want to think about because we just did the Toy Story 4 review the other night, and I'm still sad about it. You can check out that review on our channel.
Yeah. So I think it comes down to the question of, who do you got?
For this one, honestly, I'm going to have to give it to Burnett just because I think he does have a wider range of knowledge about things. All the things more than Dagnino does. I think Dagnino is very specific in what he knows. Burnett at least dabbles in a more wider range.
Yeah, I'm actually probably going to have to agree on that.
No, go with Dagnino. It's cool.
I'm going to probably have to agree with Burnett because, yeah, Burnett he's had more of a record of having knowledge, while Dagnino is just only recently really showing promise and stepping up.
Yeah.
Really showing a good reason to be a part of the Five Horsemen. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, my question, though, is, was there a stipulation on this? Were they...
I don't think so.
There's nothing coming of this? It's just a fun match?
I think this is just a good old-fashioned enemies trash-talking each other. Let's solve it away in a match, and that's why it's the undercard for this.
Yeah, apparently so. So let's see what happens.
Which one? That is the exact moment you lean in, you say, what can I say to you? I'm going to spin again. That's the moment. In my opinion, one of the most unprecedented moves in Schmoedown history. Not even a question about it. I'm not going to say I'm not proud of it. I'm very proud of it. But the real question here is, how do you feel about I mean, if there was ever two guys that weren't supposed to fit it, well, we're oil and water, apples and oranges. I gotta be honest with you, it felt a little weird at first. There's something there. Oh yeah. There's something real there. When we're together, the possibilities are endless. Well, we have a chance to hold all the belts. Let me ask you this. Got Roca playing for you at Collision. It's a fair question, and you deserve to ask it. You have bigger fish to fry, and that's the God's honest truth. I've said it on record numerous times. I believe that you're the best player in this game. And you know what? We don't need you to win that match. Roca could beat those guys with his eyes closed. Who wins this? It's good for the Horsemen. I would take out good, put great.
It's good for the entire league.
I think that might be the most serious conversation we've ever heard Dagnino have on there.
It's true. He's
quite the wordsmith.
I was going to say he turned a new leaf, but...
And then they showed
Hello,
this.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. I am Mark Baby Caranzelis. This is author extraordinaire Ken Knapsack.
I like that.
the writer of Why We Love Star Wars, available at Barnes & Noble booksellers now.
Absolutely. So happy to be here. You know, you and I have been on the road a lot lately. Want to thank everyone in Victorville who came out to Slammy's to see us and get your free egg. We had a lot of fun out there.
The mayor of Brawley came by one of our shows. It was a good time.
But happy to be here with you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm happy to be here with one of our competitors, but I don't know. These guys are big characters, and there's a lot on the line here with them.
There's a lot to emotionally unpack. You tell me where you want to start. Do you want to start with the fact that Robert Meyer Burnett, who recently finally admitted, we all knew he did it, but he finally copped to the fact that he was the one that burned Dagnino's mask, and he said that the mask smelled so bad, I believe he wanted to call in FEMA to help with the extermination of said mask. And then you have Dagnino and his group, because basically he kicked Burnett out, and then they locked Burnett here in the studio for 6 months.
I've heard this story
No
now.
food, no crackers, no Netflix.
Yeah, I heard a very bad situation.
I never heard him when I was here.
I don't think that's legal anywhere except Alabama, and I think we're, eventually might have to deal with that. But, I used to be in a stable with Burnett and the Lions Den. I remember when we left him there, but I always have
Don't travel to Alabama anytime
Robert
soon.
Meyer Burnett brings to the league both as a competitor
Or only travel
and
to
a
Alabama.
personality. So it's good
Depends
to
on
have
what
him
you're
back,
into.
but it's in a weird situation.
And a little bit outside of his wheelhouse recently, because you talk about Robert Meyer Burnett. I mean, hell, he was the first Intergeekdom champion, I believe. But now he's stepping outside of that realm into a singles match against Tom Dagnino, who you know from competition. Really, he's got that kind of Josh McCouga-ish dumb luck on his side.
Yeah.
But there's a few categories he knows a lot about, and a lot of categories he knows absolutely nothing about.
Yeah, that is true. And, we just got back, we were in Houston not too long
Yes,
ago,
we were.
and things got crazy. And we'll see about Andrew Guy if he recovers. And I know this match initially was supposed to happen there. Some things got moved around. Now it's here. I don't know. Sometimes I just show up where I'm told my plane ticket takes me. But now we got Dagnino here, who, look at this, is in front of leading, I can't even believe I'm saying it, the Five Horsemen.
He's the new manager. It's chaos. Up is down, left is right, Roth is Hagar, and we're going to take a look at the pre-interview from each of our competitors right now.
All right.
It's a Van Halen reference.
What are you saying?
See, there's a door over there? We're gonna walk out of it.
Dagnino!
Look, I banished the guy from the Lion's Den. He left the Four Horsemen at the time, locked the guy in a closet, comes out 8 months later and destroys a mask.
Oh, come on now.
That's my wig.
This is your JTE trial wig. Not since I was in the 6th grade burning tent caterpillars with my magnifying glass did I enjoy burning something as much as I enjoyed burning that inane, stupid mask that smelled like a landfill.
He burnt an iconic piece of Schmoedown and world history for no reason.
Well, you know we only got one thing left to do. Play the Schmoedown.
And also, I'm gonna wipe the floor with your face that doesn't have any more protection because I burned your mask.
The rivalry between us,
You still have that beard.
it's getting intense. The family, look, I'm not gonna lie, they got some good players over there. McQueenie, Andrew Guy. Do they have anybody else? They don't have anybody else. And I'm here to put the nail in the coffin of this moron.
We agreed not to have our stables here, which is fine, because I don't need anyone. But I'm gonna look forward to
I've heard that
taking
agreement
you
before.
down. You and the rest of the
Houston.
horsemen. I'm a former champion. You're a current nobody.
In all my years in the Schmoedown, which has been a lot, and they all been glorious, I've never wanted to beat somebody as bad as I want to beat this moron.
I don't need horsemen. I don't need anything except myself. This is a revenge I've been waiting for years, since I was left alone in a room for 6 months with crackers and no Netflix. But now I will have my revenge!
I think once we see everything unfold starting today, you're going to see what the Five Horsemen are made of. For sure. Time's up, triple name.
Triple name.
How many names does Tom Dagnino have?
Yeah.
Tom, Bobby, Gucci, Finstock,
Bob Finstock.
Bob Finstock, Dagnino.
Lil Bobby.
Well, Ken, it's certainly.
I don't have any proof that
if
that's
anybody's
actually
hard
him,
of
though,
hearing,
so
don't
here's
worry.
some
You
juice.
understood Robert Meyer Burnett loud and clear.
Absolutely, he is the Gary Sharon of screaming. I'll tell you that. But I still, he's part of the family now.
Yeah.
He's got a new family. We'll see what happens there today. And Dagnino, at least he had pants on.
Yeah, at least he had pants on. He held the mic reasonably close to his mouth so we could hear most of what he said. Really, it comes down to a question not just of bitter rivalry or what happened in the past. I think that both competitors here today want to prove that they know about movie trivia, sure, but that they're the better dressed of the two. You have Gucci represented. You have Robert Meyer Burnett and his flair.
Yep.
What's going to happen here today, Ken? Do you have a favorite in this match?
It's Saks Fifth Avenue versus Ren Fair today, and I'll tell you, I don't quite know who I've got. I've had a long history with Dagnino, good and bad, but
Actually, pretty
as a fan of
accurate.
Sergeant Pepper, I've always loved Robert Meyer Burnett's jacket, so sometimes maybe I side with him.
All right, so let's go to the tail of the tape. Besides representing their individual clothing brands, what else do these people bring?
Well, it's
to the table?
very interesting. Meyer Burnett has been around here for a long time. We know that. Started competing in the movie Trivia Schmoedown in 1997 before it was even real. And this is his first
makes
singles
sense.
division singles league match. Enter Geekdom champion, teams, free-for-alls, but this is his first one-on-one battle. So his categories, a lot of his strengths are comic book movies, it's sci-fi, fantasy, that kind of stuff. But we'll see if he can expand his knowledge here today. Tom Dagnino, his strengths include, well, Rocky movies, which I don't know if that's here. We got Stallone maybe popping up. That's another one of his strengths. Also, new releases. And
same as Rocky.
Once got arrested for soliciting prostitution at his own wedding. So that's a strength as well.
That is certainly
a little
top
weird.
line on anyone's resume on Monster.com. Well, Ken, if I'd ask if
Didn't
you're
know
ready,
that.
but I don't think there's a possible way to prepare for this match, so you just want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's time for the movie Trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds. Tom Dagnino versus Robert Meyer Burnett. The chaos is about to ensue. Ken, at your ready.
Here we go. Introducing first, with a record of It Don't Matter, and he's lost a lot, the self-proclaimed current Rocky Trivia Champion of the World, representing the 5 Horsemen, Tom Bobby Gucci Dagnino.
Don't matter, and he's lost the line.
Tom Dagnino, the mayor of Croatia.
Putting that 5 out there.
Former busboys at Craig's Restaurant in Beverly Hills, California.
Coming out in a Army jacket. Of course, we know he did not serve in the U.S. Army, but he did serve in the Guatemalan Rebel Forces.
I believe it's
for 3 months
Rambo's
into a
friend
critical error.
from First Blood.
And his opponent,
Maybe.
making his singles
Be Stallone.
division debut, the former Inner Geekdom champion of the world, representing the family. Here is Robert Meyer Burnett.
It's actually going to get curious as to how long he was going to hold that.
Doesn't seem nervous at all, Ken.
He's got some
Shedding
skills.
that inner
Yeah.
geekdom skin.
Hey, it's like when you're here, you're family. That's what we got going on.
Olive Garden?
That.
This is very nice. We have a
I was
homeless
wondering why I
dictator
was in the
versus
mood for a
man wearing
cannelloni all of a sudden.
tunic. It's going to be a good show here
A what?
today. Gentlemen,
Don't
this
ask.
is not an Inner Geekdom match. This is a single league match.
What?
And
Take
you're
the
going to
cannoli.
hear 8. Robert Meyer Burnett,
Yes.
how are you feeling?
Well, I can't believe that I'm actually here sitting next to this person.
He locked you in a room for 6 months.
He deserved it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm still trying to get the LAPD. I'm trying to get federal forces to investigate. They didn't believe me, man.
I'm sure it's at the top of their priority list.
Yeah, it's a little something. That's a little something called Gucci proof.
Gucci proof.
Yeah.
When have you ever bought anything Gucci? Can you afford it?
They listened. I broke records at Gucci. Okay.
Yeah,
I
for
broke
the
records
most
there.
returns.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Well, I mean, I still had
a
to
little
wear stuff.
preamble there, Ken. I'm going to assume that
It's the way it works.
they just said that they're ready to
Right.
Schmoedown. So
This is a fun
got a good
podcast,
cheeseburger
but let's
over
get
there.
back to the movie trivia.
let's get ready to Schmoedown. We gotta
Okay.
take tight control of this match, Ken.
Here
They're
we
gonna
go.
try to derail us at
We're going to do better than both of them, right?
Probably.
Dagnino does look like he's about to be overthrown by some villagers waiting in the parking lot, though. Good luck to you,
It's
sir.
amazing to see his real face.
They love
you
me
know?
out there.
All right.
All right. 8 questions. Round number 1. Ken Knapsack
They
will
look
be
like they're
administering
straight from the
first one
family
in
with
the
those
category he's
sunglasses.
very familiar with because he just wrote a book about it.
Intravenously?
Fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. Question 1. Who plays Charlie in Bumblebee?
You mean the actor's name?
Yes, sir. Looking for the actor's name.
Dagnino right on top of it as
All right.
usual.
We'll allow that stall
Yeah.
topic to fly there.
I don't think I spelled it right, but
4,
That's what I was second guessing.
2, 1. Pens down, Tom. Robert Meyer Burnett.
Unicron.
no.
Not
No.
really sure what that means.
It's
Tom?
You're not a Transformers fan, are
Orson
you?
Welles' last role.
Yep.
Shia LaBeouf?
Okay.
Nope.
No, we're way off. We're looking for Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley
Yes, the
Steinfeld.
bit outside.
Why are we even playing
No
along
one
with this one?
remembers
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. What was the name again?
Haley Steinfeld.
But it was Charlie?
Yes.
Yes, that could be a girl's name.
Sometimes
a guy.
gender-neutral name.
That's right. It's also a perfume advertised by Cindy Crawford in the 90s.
You remember that Pepsi commercial?
Next category is action.
I do remember
adventure.
that Pepsi commercial.
Action adventure, and your question is: Simon West directed Jason Statham in what 2011 film, also starring Ben Foster? I'll tell you what, I like that Foster. Good actor, always a solid performance. Got an Oscar in his future.
310 to Yuma, one of my favorite westerns. That the remake.
Oh, I'm gonna feel dumb when they say it.
4, 3.
I'm just gonna take a guess. I don't think it's this one though.
The Transporter?
Incorrect. Does Mr. Burnett?
I don't.
He didn't even bother writing down an attempt. The Mechanic.
The
Oh,
mechanic.
I thought
the
Crank.
mechanic.
Yeah, I
My
should
fellow
put Mechanic.
competitors, this is not a warm-up. The match has started.
I didn't think it was
Question
Crank.
Question three comes in the category of comedy. What early 90s pop group appears at the end of Bridesmaids?
Early 90s pop group.
Neither Lenny nor Squiggy on the board. Just
Wow, I can't even remember. I don't remember there being a.
Gets them
It might,
a point.
it might be the first dual no-hitter in the history of sports.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Nope.
Repeat the question.
1.
All right, one JT
Oh.
rule. What early 90s pop group appears at the
You
end
wanna try writing
of
real quick?
Bridesmaids?
All right, so if
No,
you
I
get
already
all
wrote
eight
something.
Right,
Oh.
round one, you get a bonus question. How about if
I
none of
just
them
don't
get
know if I'm
anything,
right.
you get to leave?
I love this.
Because I don't remember a pop group at the end of the movie. It's been a while.
5, 4, 3.
I'm not 100%, but
Robert Meyer Burnett, what do you got?
New Kids on the Block.
Incorrect.
Hell of an effort, Tom.
98 Degrees?
No, we're looking for Wilson Phillips. Hold on for one more day, my friend.
I put New Kids on the
Oh,
Block.
God, and
Yeah, I put
I
NSYNC.
probably
That was
need to
nowhere
hear
close.
the words
Early
of that
90s.
song right
I
Yeah.
own both of their albums. Shadows and Light came out in 1994. First one in 1990.
Wow.
I saw them live at a fair.
All right. Next question comes from the world of horror thriller, something that Ken and I are currently living through. The question is, which actress stars as a surfer named Nancy in the shark-themed thriller The Shallows?
The Shallows.
And I thought a shark got in there. Turns out I
Is that
just had a medical problem.
I was afraid of the deep end of my grandma's.
is that the one I saw?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're looking at Mr. Dagnino for a correct answer.
I went to school with her.
Okay.
Blake Lively.
All
Hey,
right.
we're on the board.
We're on the board.
Does Robert Meyer Burnett have a response?
I actually directed a movie with her older sister, but I never met her, so I don't know.
Wow.
All right.
Oh.
Check out more.
Blake
of his
Lively.
resume at
It is the one I saw.
IMDb.com.
Blake Lively.
Interesting
Smudged a little bit, but
detour,
it's
now
Blake
we're back
Lively.
on the highway.
Yes. Question number 5. Question number 5. In the
Actually, a pretty good
category
movie.
of new releases. Who directed the film Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald?
Now, if my math is correct, I believe that'd be right around the time that Burnett was locked in the studio.
That's true. He might be at a disadvantage here.
He might have seen some ads for the movie
yeah,
where they
yeah.
bragged about who was directing.
Absolutely. Detectives are on their way.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
I can't even
Tom.
think of the one I want to
Robert
joke
Meyer
about.
Orson Welles.
No.
All right, it's a guess. It's an incorrect one, and it's very incorrect at that.
Who
Tom
portrayed
Dagnino.
Unicorn?
Sam Mendes?
Okay, what's
David Yates is who we're looking for.
I don't care about Harry Potter.
Damn it.
Maybe we've. Or maybe we're
I
all.
was trying to think of Uwe Boll
Yeah.
or HP
All
printers.
right. Next question.
I'm out.
for you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is romantic comedy, and I'll pull an audible. Write down a color.
There's Celebrity Jeopardy for you. Any color.
color you want.
This color ends in
Question
purple.
is,
What is light purple?
Light
the
purple.
question in romantic comedies: who plays the daughter of Ryan Reynolds' character in Definitely
Yes,
Maybe?
I love that movie.
And can I?
Is
definitely
that
maybe
a-
They're not getting this one.
Oh, what's her name?
It's a tight
Got
group
it.
we got, which is good.
Can I ask what year that movie was out?
You may not ask what year it is.
Nope.
I can only give you the information at hand.
I actually might give it away.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, gentlemen. And did Robert Meyer Burnett
Was it
have it?
Abigail Breslin?
Ginger spice.
No.
Grossly inaccurate. Did Finstock, the artist formerly known as?
Elle Fanning?
I mean, that's as close.
That's a
I
good
almost
guess.
want to give him because it's in the same genre, but
Yeah.
Abigail Breslin is.
Oh,
Abigail Breslin.
I thought of it just as they said one,
we've
and
got
I
your
was that's who
seventh
I was trying to figure out.
Round one.
Yep.
Seventh question, round one, comes in the
Jeez.
category of drama.
I love that movie.
Drama. Who played the character of Trey Styles in Boys in the Hood?
Well, Larry Fishburne was his father, so.
All right,
Yeah.
Well, if this match was a horse, it would already be at the Clue Factory.
I cannot disagree with that. Looking for answers here in 5, 4.
No, I just can't remember.
Repeat the question.
Second JT rule.
Sean is not
Who
gonna
played
help
the
me.
character of Trey Styles in Boys in the Hood?
I actually think Dagnino's got this one.
Robert seems to have an answer down.
Because he's leading by 1.
5.
You're talking about the question?
I'm talking about the question, yeah.
Oh, not the game.
Going to you, Tom. What do you got?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
We got a point.
Yeah.
That is a huge gaping wound in a match like this. A 2-point lead over Burnett. Do you have the correct answer?
Cuba
He
Gooding
got
Jr.
it. He's
Hey!
Someone who's not having a good time right now.
Oh, that's a take.
Cuba Gooding
Again,
Jr.
I
Yikes.
believe the crowd was booing Burnett a little bit at the beginning,
Yeah.
but they're so happy to hear a correct answer
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
They're overjoyed at the fact that a competitor knew an answer.
All right. This is the first time that the janitorial staff could compete in this contest.
All right.
Wow.
Your last question, mercifully, in
Wow.
round number 1, comes from the world of movie release dates.
Ah.
Oh, really?
Movie release dates. And your question is, in what year was Home Alone 2 Lost in New York released? I got into a bar fight with somebody the other day because they claimed this was better than the first Home Alone. Where do you
That's
decide on that?
just poppycock. Classic for a reason.
4, 3, very good. 2, 1. Pens down.
Oof, I don't
Tom,
know.
do you have it?
1994?
2 years off.
Incorrect. Is Robert Meyer Burnett for the tie?
89.
I was
All
right.
Looking for 92.
1992.
And with
Ah,
that, You're not
93.
misreading the score. We have a heated baseball contest. Going
I
into
was
the
thinking
top of the
92
fourth
also.
inning. It is 2-1.
'Cause the first
Tom
one was
Dagnino
1990.
With the narrowest
Yeah.
of leads over Robert Meyer
I couldn't
Burnett
remember.
Kent.
What
I
if
knew
we
there
were
were
just
90,
starting
91, or
announcing like a
92.
baseball game?
I just
Tom
couldn't remember
Seaver
which one was
throwing
in
7
where.
strong innings going on against the Mets here. We've got Joe Morgan with an RBI double. Gave him the lead in the 5th inning, but it's close as we head to the 8th.
This is what they call a pitcher's duel. Defensive struggle, if you will.
You know what these people, you know what Skolicki needs to do,
Uh-huh.
okay,
Here it goes.
Sure.
is understand, what he's working with at the table.
Okay. I will point out to the viewers that Chris Skolicki and I collaborated on each and every round 1 question
Yeah.
in this particular match.
All right.
Specifically curated.
I love that guy. He's great.
Now, it's a heated competition. Robert Meyer Burnett is the favorite, but Tom Dagnino with the early 2-1 lead. So, Tom, would you like to spin first?
I'm
or
going to do
would you like
something.
to
I'm
defer
going to do
to
something
Robert?
unprecedented here.
It's
I'm going to let
technically a
Robert
lead.
Meyer Burnett spin for me.
Oh!
I mean,
Really?
Yes.
Whatever gets this match over with, we'll allow.
Yes.
Well,
all right. So Tom's,
I'm happy to do that.
Tom's going to
Wow.
spin, but Robert's going to spin for him. Look,
Yes.
at this point,
Dagnino in these decisions on the wheel.
I'm sensing some sort of Stockholm syndrome with Robert Meyer Burnett. He seems to have some sort of affinity for his captor of the last 6 months.
he does.
Spin
is
for the
a-
wheel, not the pegs. Thank you.
He's the Patricia
Do what you want to do.
Hurst of the
We'll see what happens.
Schmoedown here at this point.
All right, there it goes.
Good spin, good spin. Spin is in.
Round and round it goes. This is,
yeah.
again, for everybody watching at home, this is Tom Dagnino's spin.
Yeah, this is
But is he going to...
And it's coming to
Oh.
James
That would have been
Bond.
hilarious.
Spin that
spin
again.
it
And
again.
he's gonna have-
spin it again.
Spin it again.
No.
Burnett might have wanted to save that spin for his own.
Yeah, good spin. Going by
He's good at James Bond movies.
At this point, I don't know what's happening anymore. Robert Meyer Burnett's dancing like my uncle at a wedding, and we've got 1970s.
70s. I'll take 70s.
He has
I'll
to
take
take
that.
it. 4 questions in this category. The 19.
But what if it landed on spinner's choice?
Tom, the 70s.
Because technically Robert Meyer Burnett's the spinner.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
That's my choice.
I'll be asking you your question
World may never know.
4 questions.
for the 1970s movies. And keep in mind, Robert, if Tom should somehow miss, you may steal.
Oh, good.
I can't imagine that happening.
You're first and fourth, Tom. In the movie The Way of the Dragon, also known as Return of the Dragon, Bruce Lee fought Chuck Norris at which international historical monument?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It is.
You said Return of the Dragon, right? Is that what you said? Return of the Dragon? Okay.
Probably what I said.
Let's go ahead
5,
and
4.
go with multiple choice.
Is it A, the Colosseum, B, the Parthenon, C, the Great Wall, or D, the Forbidden City?
I think it's the Forbidden
C,
City.
the Great Wall.
That is
Incorrect.
incorrect for
Forbidden.
steal.
Forbidden City.
That is also incorrect looking for the Colosseum.
Oh.
Colosseum.
What,
Obviously
like the
referring
Romans?
to the Colosseum in Rome, not the one in
The
Hampton,
Roman- the
Virginia,
Roman
which is a
Colosseum?
very popular mall.
Come on.
All right. Question 2 coming down.
Number 2, Tom, in the world of the 1970s, who directed Network?
Oh.
I won the Oscar.
If only that were the question.
You know what? Let's go to multiple choice.
I can provide that. Is it A, Sidney Lumet, B, Robert Altman, C, Mike Nichols,
It's
or D,
either
Nicholas
it's
Stapleton?
either A or B.
B.
That is incorrect.
It's
Robert
Sidney
for
Lumet.
steal.
Sidney Lumet.
He got
We
it.
got a
And we're
point.
tied.
We got a tie
2
game.
points apiece.
A tie game.
I would not be
I'm
good at
not
70s.
as mad as hell.
And I'm not going to take it
Got
anymore.
the point.
Right.
There you go.
I'm not.
All right, Tom, your penultimate question in this round.
got the point.
In a match in which most fantasy players are very happy they did not draft either one of you. Your question:
Yeah.
Who played Jane in the 1977 version
Ooh.
of Fun with Dick and Jane?
I was like, Tay Leone. Who played Jane?
Go to 5, 4.
Let's go to multiple choice.
It was,
I can provide that. Is it A, Jane Fonda, B, Sybil Shepherd, C, Faye Dunaway, or D, Michelle Pfeiffer?
I think Sybil
It is
Shepherd.
C, Faye Dunaway.
It is not. For this
Sybil Shepherd.
Jane Fonda.
It is Jane Fonda. And Robert Meyer
Jane actually
Burnett
played Jane.
Hi, Burnett.
Yeah.
has opened up a 1-point gap.
Roca?
I'm sorry. It was the confidence there that was the best part.
Oh, I thought I heard something.
Final question.
I was going to say Faye Dunaway without.
Final question, Tom.
Jane Fonda.
Last one in the world of the
Yeah, that was my joke.
1970s. Whose birthday is being celebrated at the end of The Godfather Part 2?
Michael Corleone. That's what I was going to go with.
I
5, 4.
multiple choice.
Is it A, Michael, B, Connie, C, Sonny, or D, Vito?
Michael.
Let's go with D, Vito.
That's correct for a point. We got a tie.
Oh, okay.
Guesses his way into a correct answer, and now
All right.
it is 3-3. We are once again
it's
tied.
been a while since I've
and
seen
Robert
that.
Meyer Burnett, now you
Yeah.
actually spin for yourself.
No, Tom Dagnino
Oh,
is
boy,
going to
well,
spin
isn't
for
that
me.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
lord.
All right.
God,
Change it up a little bit.
Yeah, no, we're all having a great time
It's
here.
like one of those
Hope we
parties
can
in
work
the,
the wheel
parties in the 70s where you put the keys in the bowl
and not break a
and
deal.
see who got the spin, huh?
We're in some sort of studio 54 feet or
It's-
I
right
can't
now.
see, Tom.
Gosh, I hope it
He
lands on
might
spinner's
spun
choice.
Opponent's choice for him.
Well, that did
Nice.
not work out, Tom.
No. I think I'm going to spin again.
You may not spin again for opponent's choice.
It was the confidence of that one that
You may
gets
not
me
spin
even
again.
more.
So now, Tom, I'm glad you're actually at the wheel because I want you to move it to whatever slice features 4 questions you want to make Mr. Burnett field.
Wow.
Other than
Thanks,
1970s. Other
Sports movies.
And Burnett is somehow shocked that the man that locked him into cage for 6 months spun him opponent's choice.
Yep.
movies. Sports movies.
That might be one of the smartest things we've seen in this match
Dagnino
yet.
feels like Burnett may not be the strongest in, but Dagnino
planned
himself
this.
knows
Yes.
a lot of sports movies.
All right, you're going to get 4 questions in the
That's
category of sports, Robert. Don't
firing
forget
back
you
at
have multiple choice,
Burnett there.
And you have all 3 of your JT rules left. First question. What National League Central Major League Baseball team
Red
did
Sox.
Bernie Mac play for in
The Yankees.
Mr. 3000?
I don't know anything about sports. So.
Multiple choice.
Central.
A, Milwaukee Brewers. B, Pittsburgh Pirates.
And neither of them are on there.
St. Louis
Chicago
Cardinals,
Cubs.
D, Chicago Cubs.
Where's the Cardinals?
St. Louis Cardinals.
That's incorrect for 1 point steal.
D. The
We're looking for the Milwaukee Brewers. The
See, I think Central
Milwaukee
means
Brewers.
central of the country.
All right, they're not
So
baseball
Yankees
fans,
and
man.
Red
Let's see how
Sox
they
would be
fare with this
completely
next
wrong.
one.
All right.
Yeah.
Second
Sports.
question.
That's more of a sports thing than it is.
Second question. What
Movie at that point.
real-life ice skating star has a cameo appearance in Ice
Nancy
Princess?
Kerrigan,
Terry Lipinski.
Christy Yamaguchi.
Multiple choice.
A, Michelle Kwan. B, Nancy Kerrigan. C, Sarah
well, yours are
Hughes.
on there.
D, Christy Yamaguchi.
Nancy Kerrigan.
Incorrect for 1 point
Christy
steal.
Yamaguchi.
Get the choices again.
Michelle Kwan, Nancy Kerrigan. C, Sarah Hughes. D, Christy Yamaguchi.
I think it's. I'm a good friend of hers. It's D. Christy Yamaguchi.
Well, she's going to hate you because it was Michelle Kwan. A.
You're just saying that because Gucci was in her name.
Tied up at 3.
Yamaguchi.
Yamaguchi.
Third question
Wow.
in the category of sports, which this game is not right
Cashmere.
now. What is the name of the country club in Caddyshack?
Bushwood.
That's correct for 2 points.
Oh.
2 points.
That's what I'm talking
Fantastic.
Big lead.
Wow.
Robert Meyer Burnett has opened what is seemingly an insurmountable lead over Tom Dagnino.
All right. Final question in the category of sports. Who played the title role in 1979's boxing drama, The Champ?
John Boyd.
2 more points.
Damn it.
And Dagnino
the humanity.
is stunned.
Dagnino, it backfired. Big pulls from Robert
Did it
Meyer
ever.
Burnett to
Robert
take
Meyer
a
Burnett.
7-3
You know,
lead.
Ken, I have a working theory here. Is
Yeah.
that maybe it took Burnett around to get his feeling after, again, being locked in a cage for the last 6
Yeah.
months. Now
What do you
he's
think I
out.
watch?
He's
Sports
about-
movies to get my game on.
This
What's
is like
up?
I'm watching the
Big
movie
trouble.
Old Boy, except with movie trivia.
Big trouble.
Right. God.
And
All
now,
right, we go to round 3 then. We go to round 3.
anything
Mark.
can happen here, Ken, but Tom Dagnino all of a sudden has his work cut out for
Yeah.
him in round 3. Each competitor, Robert, you suddenly are on a hot streak. What feels lucky to you in round number 3?
4,
Uh-huh.
9,
Sure.
17.
All right.
It's my favorite number.
All right, Tom.
17.
16, 18, and 8.
I love that. We got a Strawberry, a Gooden, and a Carter in that
know it.
there. All right.
Although I don't know the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, Milwaukee Brewers.
Well,
Jesus
you still
Christ.
don't. All right.
All right, Tom. So
Terrible,
you selected
terrible.
for your 2-point question. You selected number 16,
Mm-hmm.
Joe Montana's number, and that is your 2-point question in the world of thrillers.
I could do that.
World of thrillers.
I could do that.
And your question is, who directed the 2018 crime thriller, The Mule?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
2 points.
Good job.
Look at that. Look at
And
that.
Ken, now it's like a fireworks display. Watching these points light up the scoreboard.
One that goes off in your own backyard and your uncle runs away screaming, saying, I didn't mean to light it. It's a
Tom Dagnino now has a chance to take the lead over Robert Meyer Burnett if he gets this 3-point question correct. And this comes from the category of, you selected number 18, and that is our buddy Christian Harloff, dear friends with her, Julia Roberts.
Oh, I love her.
Julia Roberts.
Everybody loves her.
Yeah.
3-point question.
Nobody hates Julia Roberts.
3-point question.
He
saw her
actually
first,
was.
actually.
He's not lying for that
That's
one.
unfortunately true for Miss Roberts.
All right.
Who co-starred with Julia Roberts in
Nick
the
Nolte.
film I Love Trouble?
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about this in Houston.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
We did, yeah.
Can we get a year on that?
I cannot give you the lead.
Can we not do that?
Cannot give you
We're going to need an answer soon, though. In
Any
5,
reason.
Trouble.
4, 3,
No way.
2.
Repeat the question.
You do not have any left. That's going to be an incorrect answer. Oh, wait, you do. Sorry, my bad, my bad,
Yeah,
my
I
bad,
have
my
one.
bad.
I
That's
have one,
my-
I have one.
That is my bad.
All right.
That is my bad.
Who co-starred with Julia Roberts in I Love Trouble?
I just
Nick Nolte.
There's no way he pulls that.
5.
4, 3,
Alec Baldwin?
2.
Nope. I mean,
Nick Nolte.
it was a good. That was a good attempt.
I Love Trouble came out in what year? What year was that?
It's just as that would just be just as obscure at this
They really
point.
have.
Yeah.
It's saying going out on your shield.
Still don't know why I know that one. I don't think I've actually even seen that movie.
In what has been the Avengers
Dad has it.
game of movie trivia battles.
I think he watched it before.
And
a
that
few
it felt
times.
like it took 3 hours to get to this point.
Little Adams behind the scenes. I remember seeing the case on the DVD shelf.
Tom, you selected number 8 for your 5-point question. If you get this right, you're going to force the hand of Robert Meyer Burnett. If you lose this question, then you lose the match at the hand of a technical knockout.
That's true.
By Robert.
Which
Ooh.
is great for my stats.
It would be. It would
I don't
be.
think either one of you want
Laugh
to brag
all
about
you want.
stats
Victory
with
is a
this match.
victory. That's all I'm
All
saying.
right. That's why when you chose number 8.
It is true.
And that corresponds to Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
Matthew McConaughey.
good friend.
All right.
Like him a lot.
Your
All
question
right.
is,
All right.
a young Matthew McConaughey plays a Major League Baseball outfielder in what sports film?
Angels in the outfield.
Really?
Young
Yep.
Matthew McConaughey. Who's writing? Where's the years on these questions?
I
Like
would
how
say
young?
I would
We're
say
talking
20s.
20. We're talking 5 years old. How old are we
I would
talking
say a 20s era. He plays a Major League Baseball
5,
outfielder, Tom.
4,
I would say
3, 2,
1. Mr. Baseball.
And your winner,
Mr. Baseball.
Robert Meyer Burnett.
Angels in the outfield.
TKO.
Angels in the outfield.
Everybody
That's right, folks.
Oh boy.
proves that even a victory is a victory. It doesn't matter what it takes to win. It just matters that you won.
I mean, he's not
matters.
lying there, but
Yeah, it's 7-5, folks.
7 to
We're not at the end of round 1. We're at the end of the match. 7-5.
But,
You know what?
I'm happy.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
That's
A
true. That's
No.
true. Mark,
Also,
I don't know what we witnessed
No.
today, but
Yeah.
Robert's
It's irrelevant.
Robert's not lying. It is a victory.
It
It's
is
a victory.
a victory,
Yeah.
and it's one of those where maybe you burn the game film and you just.
It's going to be a
move on,
Wikipedia
but,
page somewhere.
like, it
What were
is
the
a victory.
Cinefanatics going to
And
say
look,
about
Robert
horseshoe
Burnett,
hand grenades?
from
No one will ever
the
know.
Has against Tom Dagnino being locked in the studio.
It's a Cinefanatics mystery. Don't worry about it.
A small measure of vindication.
A little bit of revenge for being held hostage for 6 months.
Gives you a reason to tune back into our videos.
But, we're going to find out more from the competitors right now. Unfortunately, for Jen Sturger, she. Yeah.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I know.
Right,
He won. We're
all
gonna.
right.
Robert's gonna go talk to Jen Sturger as soon as he finds
It's that
where
way,
she
sir.
is.
That's the way, sir.
She's also gonna have to talk to Tom Dagnino. So, Jen, we're sorry.
Lawyers are standing by.
Yeah, so that happened. Congratulations. No, you hold your breath.
Hey, listen.
Congratulations on your win, but I think we can all agree that we are all losers for having watched that.
Really?
Wow.
Is there-
Not debatable.
Why are you, some people need time to grow, time to get better. This is my first time dipping my toe back into the pool. I worked really hard, and if there was another round, a third round, I could have, made 11 more points or something.
There were 3 rounds. What the?
Yeah, but he didn't get to answer.
I didn't get to answer. I got nothing.
Look, here's what happens here. First of all, I spun everything bad. 70s, it was a bad decision. Let him spin for me. I did it. And it was bad. The first
got
8 questions
excuses,
the first 8 questions were I thought were terrible as well. Look, when they say a young Matthew McConaughey, it should be. I'm a fan of Jeopardy. I watch Jeopardy. I do things like that. The question should be in the 1991 movie. Then it brings my brain back to that time period. Okay.
You don't get context clues. That's not how this works.
That's the way it should work.
Look, that's why I thought New Kids on the Block was like your favorite band. I was looking at you. I'm like,
No.
That's why I put that on my
partial
answer.
to NSYNC.
That's only because of what happened later with them.
Well, I like them. Anyway, that being said, I'm not taking anything away from my performance today. It was
What did you say to
atrociously
Dagnino
bad.
when we were in Houston?
Yeah, and
your
that's not even a
perspective.
word.
Hey,
so
whenever you play Robert
definitely
Meyer
was
Burnett,
bad.
wear green, and I'll wear
Oh.
green in the reaction video.
Do you have any last words before we just shut this down? Because
If they ask about
well,
pop
you've
groups,
been drinking. The rest of us
always
have
say
been.
NSYNC
Me drinking. Listen,
or whatever you said.
This ain't over.
He said 90
Jessica,
degrees.
Jessica.
Burnett. I may have lost it. It ain't over.
Jesse, I got a victory here. I got a win.
you know, a win is always a good thing. You can never go wrong with a win. This is my reemergence into this league to make me a competitor, to make me somebody that's worthy of talking about. This is not. I was an Inner Geekdom champion. I was here at the beginning when this league was nothing. I helped build it. I'm somebody people are still talking about. Somebody that people want to see. I've got this jacket. I still dry clean it. I am somebody that makes the Schmoedown what it's all about.
All right, well, Ken, you see that? I don't know what we just watched. I don't know what the fans at home just watched or listened to, but just from the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank you for sticking with us, because Ken and I could not have announced that match without the support of each and every one of you. We knew that you guys were relying on us to get you through that match.
Yeah, absolutely. We thank you, and we want to thank you in person. If you're out in Barstow at the Applebee's,
We'll give you a hug.
Free hash brown, you're coming your way. So
High five.
Robert rolls on 1-0 victory. We'll see what's cooking up. And Tom, he can go back to doing what he sort of does best, which is managing his new faction, the long-standing Five Horsemen.
Yeah, none of them showing up to support Tom in his
I noticed that
battle today.
I noticed that.
Look, Tom is a manager with a very esteemed track record, so you're right. It's not like he doesn't have a day job to go back to. Now, for Robert Meyer Burnett, he's going to get another singles match, and obviously he's not shy about calling people out. But the question is, did he play to the level of his competition today, or is this something where he can start to get those hurting pounds back on and, maybe one day make it to double-figure points in a match?
Yeah, you're very true. This could be one of those week 3 matchups when an NFL team takes on a last-place team and plays down, feels they
happens
look
all
past
the
them.
time.
Happens all the time here. You can look across at Tom and think, this guy's not going to win, and maybe you're off your game, or maybe this is what we get from Robert Meyer Burnett in the singles division. He's out of the Inner Geekdom waters.
I think that what we're trying to tell you is that alcohol destroys brain cells, kids. So make sure you preserve the noggin if you want to compete in the movie trivia Schmoedown. Hey, I want to thank Ken Knapsack for having my back this entire. Yeah, we're gonna go drink. So make sure you guys get his book, Why We Love Star
Well, if they're gonna
Wars.
drink, then
I'm having
in
tea.
booksellers now.
Yeah, absolutely right. It is.
not the Long Island variety.
Nope, not from Long Island.
It's been a pleasure, sir. It's been a pleasure.
We're gonna be in San Diego. Come watch movie trivia Schmoedown there, stand-up comedy there, and we're gonna go pour ourselves a tall glass of whiskey and stare into a fire. Join the Patreon.
Join the page. I loved everything about what just happened, even if it was like.
So I do like, yeah, pretty much. I do like that, like, real quick, that kind of shows that, like, behind the scenes, but they don't actually film, like, the interviews that Jen has with the competitors in real time. They cut back to them at the desk, and they just knew that some kind of shenanigans that's just probably happened when in the interview, and they just play off of that.
Or they did watch the interview and went, yeah, okay.
I mean,
it speaks for itself.
Yeah, so, yeah, just, I like these matches just because of the deadpan sarcasm that comes from the table. Both the table of the competitors and the table of the commentators.
Well, so here's the thing. We've been getting a lot of, like, really good, solid, like, serious matches.
It's nice to have one where you can let your hair down for a minute.
Yeah, this one, throw on the little your robe, your house shorts, your house shoes, whatever. You just chill and just drink one of these and just let your brain turn off for a minute.
Well,
because they let their brains turn off.
I didn't turn it off too much. I mean, I still got 5 points in round 1, so
I still got more points than either one of them. And
actually, round 1, 3.
Wasn't it 2 and 1 at the end of round 1?
Something like that, yeah.
I got their total point combination.
Yeah. So, not that we're bragging, but
yeah, this isn't really one of those matches that you brag on. Like, Dagnino's good at what he does. He should stick to that.
Yeah, I want to watch like Dan do a defense of his belt. He wins the defense of his belt, and then I still say that I got more points than him. That's worth bragging about, I would say.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
At the same time, I would love to see Dagnino versus Dan, except Dagnino's also got a teammate in Burnett. Dagnino and Burnett against Dan. It's a handicap match. And does Dan still win? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Jeez.
Oh, so much fun. Anyway, guys, we're the Cinefanatics. We're watching these things.
I would let my brain go rest after that, except we've got a second part of this 2-part Schmoedown episode to do. So we're going to go do that. While we're getting ready for that, you let us know what you think of the Schmoedown and our reaction down below. Go check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown on their YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe over there. Also, make sure you like and comment on our channel as well.
Yeah.
Up above our heads, there's a subscribe button. Over here off to the side are a couple other videos that we have made. And as always...
Devil wears Prada. God wears Gucci.
Yeah, he does. Later.
See ya. What does that even mean?
What did we just watch?
What in the world is happening?
What is Gamora?
Why is Gamora?